fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jay, Smike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Did you just turn my mic off there, Pugs?
Huh? No.
Right.
Why would I do that?
Thin ice, man, thin ice. Tell you what, I'm in a hoo of a mood at the moment.
Are you?
Don't you get me started.
It's been a rough day.
Don't you get me started. Nah, I'm all right. It's just, I was effing and jeffing all the way driving in today. Just stupid stuff. People, stupid drivers.
Oh, did you have that as well? I did too.
30 Ks, you know, and you're going, why? Why are you driving so slowly? And then they go the exact route you're going, which is a one-lane route, and they won't move.
Sure.
Drives me nuts, Mogi.
I had that too. I left the gym, come in here, get to the lights, got a Tesla in front of me. Beautiful. Just sits there. Light goes green, the car's in front of it go. It sits there. I give it the requisite amount of time to make sure, which is 0.1 of a second to get moving.
Yes.
I give it a little beep on my aqua truck there. It's more a beep. It's a pathetic beep, which means people can't take offence at it, I think.
Yeah.
Slowly creeps off, course going the same way. We come up the hill here and then turns left down into our street. Crawling, the son of a bee. Puts on his anchors, puts it in reverse. He spotted a car park. What he hasn't spotted is me behind him.
Oh.
Yeah.
So starts backing into me. I lean on the horn again. There's a car there.
Dopey
Drives
bastard.
off, pulls over to the side, and then gives me a look like I'm the arsehole. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
totally.
And I had a similar thing with a guy where I was driving to the gym, and I had a green light to turn. He sort of was crossing the road, right? So he was going to, where I was turning into, he started crossing the road. He sort of had a look around and goes, I'll give it a go. And then I immediately got a green light. So I gassed it to try and scare him.
Nice.
No, not really, but I took it, and he gives me a look, like I'm the one with the red light, and he's the one with the green light.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's It's like in situations like that, just put your hand up and go, "Yeah, sorry, man, I shouldn't be crossing the road." Just all good.
My bad.
But you've got to be the fucking. It's just, but people like that, man. It must be hell living with somebody like that.
Also today,
Oh, God.
in Glen Eden, Mogi, there's
Sure.
quite a busy little intersection, and the light changes for our lane were like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It was red, green, red,
Yeah.
orange, red,
Yeah.
and 3 light changes it took for me to get through. That's how fast it was. And then the cars going in the other direction for fucking ever. They'll be green. Just fill your boots, you
I know.
bastards.
To your point about people thinking that you're the arsehole, on the motorway, maybe yesterday or the day before, had a guy pass a car in front of me. We were in the right lane. He passed off the road on the motorway in the bit that's like gravel next to the barrier, passed a car doing that. This is behind me, and I'm like, oh, fuck me, I better get out of the way of this joker. So I indicate the adequate amount of time to then move into the lane, and as I'm moving into the lane, he then goes to pass me on the left around like that. And so I'm like, and I lay on the
Yeah, he's effing and
He
cheffing. You
pulls-
can't do that.
Yeah,
He pulls up next to me, and we're both talking to each other, but the windows are up on both cars, so it's completely pointless. And I'm like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah.
Classic.
But you're in the wrong there.
All right,
I told you this was
at least I have a
brilliant.
license.
This is brilliant. I'll never forget it. My wife and I, 3 girls in the back seat, right? We're on the motorway, and there must have been, I don't know, that I crossed in front of them or something, and it was a car full of it was a car with 2 young dudes in it. Anyway, he hits the horn, and I'm like, oh,
I'll drive him Miss Daisy's fucking down off the road again.
What's happened there? And I sort of said sorry for I didn't even know what it was that I'd done wrong. Anyway, exactly that. They pull up right beside us on the motorway, and the guy that's driving the car is simulating a blowjob with his mouth. And my daughter is in the back seat, my 3 girls, going, "What's he doing with his mouth?" and he's doing a simulated blowjob.
Brushing his teeth.
But then, and so I tried to, and they just wouldn't leave us alone. They just tracked us, paralleled us the whole way on the motorway until I pulled off, and then they pulled off with me and carried it on.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
It's a bit scary for the girls, but
Yeah,
mostly
very.
for you. You must have been
Yeah.
terrified.
I was really scared. So yeah, I was effing and jeffing today a little bit, but that's okay.
That's what
and
you
it's
get.
good. And actually,
I like it.
I quite enjoy. I was saying to my wife the other day, you know, things have been a bit tricky around the place of late, and
Sure.
I quite often, and tell me if this is weird.
Can I just say, it's weird.
Okay. I often genuinely vent very loudly in the car. Like I'll have a frustration with, say, a person, and I'll be,
Why are you looking at me while you say
you
that?
effing, and I'll just let it out. But
Yeah.
I'm by myself in the car, and my wife was like, I think that's really good. I think that's good, darling.
I was noticing today, actually, because I had a couple of F and Jeffs, and I thought, God, I've gotten so much better.
Yes.
I had said, what are you waiting for, you fucking idiot? To myself, you know? But there was no pepper on it. There was no salt in it. It was just a genuine question. And those words just sort of roll out of me, you know?
Yes.
It's like saying, hi, how are you? It's like, what are you doing, you fucking idiot? Is pretty standard for me.
Yes.
But only in the car. And I don't talk like that outside of the car.
No,
Unless
same.
it's to pugs.
I do the same thing, Jace.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I
I've been
can't
in the car.
imagine you losing your shit.
Well, that's
Pugs.
because I do it in the car.
Right.
What's good to
when
have
I'm
a
by
place-
myself.
Yeah, a safe space.
Yeah.
What do you vent about?
Same road shit, eh?
The other day I was really quite frustrated with something, and so I was driving safely and effing and jeffing, and then I pulled up to an intersection. It was in the dark and there was a roundabout, and I found that I had to slow down quicker than usual, and I had a bag full of meat, like that I got somebody had given me some meat, and the meat just went flying after I was effing and jeffing, and I was like, this is just fucking. I pulled over to the side of the road. I was like, I just got to cool down because this is not good.
I just can't imagine you doing that, Pugs.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Yeah, it's in me there. It's
Because
there.
you're such a brown noser.
Thanks, man.
But that's right.
No, you're great,
it is.
Pugs.
It is, but yeah, I'm miles better than I used to be, thankfully. I
I'm-
think my daughter has definitely helped. She said something. I must have said it in front of her today. Was it today? And she said, that person, that man or woman must have been on his or her phone. I thought that's a good sentence, man. That man or woman must have been on his or her phone.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, probably. But at the same time, I was feeling bad. I think I effed in front of her, maybe.
Speaking
But
of...
not violently.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gone. It's just like a genuine question.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
This is a message we got sent, was it, on our Insta?
Yeah, that was on Insta.
Effin and Jeffin. And the guy writes, boys, I live down the road from Jace, and I hear that douchebag on his heap of shit scooter too. I'd like to dump a pile of bricks on that mother.
Fucker.
Kia kaha, Jace.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah. And he was at it again today, by the way.
Oh, really?
But it was early. It wasn't
It was in the
stupidly early.
day.
It was during, it was like 8 o'clock, something
Yeah.
like that. And I was just like, And now my neighbours over the fence, some dudes over the fence has got a massively loud motorbike as well. A real kind of gang vehicle. by
Yeah, I
the
don't
sounds of
mind those.
Yeah, they sound cool.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I only don't like, at night when it's affecting my sleep.
Yes. Fair enough, mate.
Don't affect my sleep, man. You know what I mean, man? Had a good time at the gym, actually. I'll talk about that on the show.
Nice.
I need to make a note of that, actually.
Yeah,
But
I had a bit of action at the gym today too, mate.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, no, we'll roll that into the same one. I had action, and it was also completely unwanted.
Yes.
But this guy had his cock out. Yeah.
Oh.
In the gym.
I'll leave it there.
Save it
If
for
you
the
want to
show.
know more, listen to the show. Listen to the highlights of the show. But I was not happy. I was not happy. There's a way to do things, and this was not the way to do things. I think the way to do things is so easy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be as
yeah,
hard
yeah.
as
Nah.
some people find it.
Like, drive 50k, you stupid.
Your Hodaki Big Show Keezy word of the day is
Rage.
Got a
Hell
throbber,
yeah.
I haven't got any throbber today. You guys got your throbber?
Mine's in.
Yes.
Good on you, mate. Shit.
I really can't imagine you losing your shit pokes. That's quite the revelation, then.
Yeah, I don't tend to lose it at people, but rather, like, I'm a bit of a, and I don't like it about myself, but a stomper arounder when I'm not happy. You know, like, I'm like, oh,
Nothing
fuck,
wlike that,
fuck
mate.
this and fucking,
It's all
you know,
good.
like plates and stuff.
Stroppy.
Yeah, sure.
Good on you, mate.
Vinegar.
Tits. Yeah.
Send in all the Keezy words to @Hodaki Big Show on Instagram. We could be calling you on Monday for a prize. And follow us, Hoity J, Mr. Mike Minogue, Call Me Pugs. Don't follow Chris Key NZ.
Thanks, mate.
Good.